Stockholm's suburbs were built as part of a vision of social cohesion. Now they're synonymous with gang warfare, a mounting death toll and a divided society, with consequences for both Sweden and the communities that have started a new life in places like Rinkeby.
There
are many here who have escaped from war and have trauma, and now they experience almost the same thing here, so it's really sad.
Violence here has been building up for the past decade. Until recently, only gang members were targeted. Now it's their friends and families being killed, and innocent neighbours, in both shootings and bombings. Connie Nordin was near his home in Stockholm when he was caught in crossfire, shot twice in the leg during a gangland execution gone wrong.
The bullets hit me and one other person. Then he fired 3 or 4 more shots. It was amazing no one was killed. It's time for the politicians to take responsibility. What's happening in Sweden is terrible.
The government has called on the army for help as Sweden's peaceful image gets further from the reality. There were 6 times as many shootings in Sweden in 2022 than in the rest of Scandinavia combined. The scale of the violence is overwhelming the Swedish authorities. Bombings have more than doubled in 5 years. Last year was the worst for shooting deaths, and 11 people were killed in September this year alone. And teenagers are increasingly becoming both victims and assassins. Gangs recruit youngsters partly because under-15s cannot be sent to prison. Hanif Azizi arrived as a 9-year-old refugee and now polices the suburbs he grew up in. He says life for young people there is much worse than it was.
They don't believe that they can change, they don't believe that they can be part of the society, they don't believe that they even is going to live until they are 30. They believe that their life, it's, in Swedish we call it kört, it's gone. When I came to Sweden, I was maybe just the only kid with an immigrant background in my class. Today we have a lot of people with an immigrant background, and unfortunately they aren't able to live with other Swedes. They feel like they're not part of the society and they don't adapt to the Swedish system.
The gang war is fueled by drug money, helped by Sweden's soft stance on law and order and its porous borders. Attempts to toughen the law may have a limited impact if the fast money and adrenaline promised by gang life continues to compete with the prospect of unemployment on a Swedish housing estate. Rhys, Jazeera, Stockholm.
Make sure to subscribe to our channel to get the latest news from Al Jazeera.